Tonight, warnings of blizzards, heavy snow and gale force winds as a major cold front moves north towards Queensland. Grave fears for a man missing in the Brisbane River. The matriarch of a tennis dynasty honoured in Brisbane. And Australia in trouble as England sets a record run chase in the first Ashes Test. Good evening, welcome to ABC News Queensland. I'm Jessica Van Vonderen.
Record 8th title at the All England Club.
It's away. Murray's dreams for this year are over.
I'm just happy for myself to be back in the finals. Whoever that was going to be against, it's always a big occasion. But that it is Novak, the world number one, it obviously adds something extra.
At 33, Federer becomes the oldest man to reach the Wimbledon final since Ken Rosewall in 1974. Daniela Intilli, ABC News.
One of Australia's Wimbledon greats has been honoured 60 years after her centre court appearance, with part of the Brisbane Tennis Centre named after her. Daphne Fancutts' achievements extend off court, where she's founded a tennis dynasty and passed a love of tennis on to thousands. Donna Field reports.
In 1956, Daphne Fancutt graced centre court at Wimbledon. 60 years on, she can still give her opponents the runaround.
Tennis is a sport that husbands and wives, children can play. Women, they go off, they can play it till they're 90. It's a non-contact sport. They don't get killed or broken down in their bodies. So it's a beautiful sport.
Daphne Fancutt played in the doubles final in 1956. She met her husband Trevor, a successful South African player on the circuit. He remembers first hearing about the feisty Australian.
He said, "Hey, you want to check this chick out on the centre court?" I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "She's got the most fantastic legs."
The pair returned to Australia in the late 50s, then started a tennis centre, which has coached thousands of children and many rising stars.
Be careful when you grow up. Never fall in love with a tennis player. And they asked me why, and I say, well, because to a tennis player, love means nothing.
And yet your mum and dad?
Yeah, mum and dad put a lie to that one.
You could say it's in their blood. All three sons played at Wimbledon, and the next generation is determined to add to the history.
5 family members, starting with Nana and Grandad, of course, leading the way.
The Fancutt name will live on, with part of the Brisbane Tennis Centre named in honour of Daphne. But it's a bittersweet time for the family. Their tennis centre is on the market. Increasing running costs mean it'll make way for apartments.
This will disappear, and that is the end of this, which is, I feel greatly sorry for Trevor because it was so much his dream. But he even now realises that we move on, as you have to do in life.
The Fancutts moving on, but always in the service of tennis. Donna Field, ABC News, Brisbane.